Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here, coming at you once again for another episode of the Glitched Out Gaming Report. I do apologize for there being a lack of an episode last week, and this week probably being cut short a little bit. Apologies for that, but just haven't had that much time to record anything lately. Work and Persona 5 together. Bad combination for my free time. Let's just leave it at that. But anyways, I'm back here this week in some way anyway. And we're going to kick off this show as I kick off every show with what I've been playing. And of course I've been playing Persona 5. And only Persona 5. Though, since the last episode I did finish up Horizon Zero Dawn. Absolutely loved it. Incredible. Though, Game of the Year worthy? Probably would have succeeded if not for the fact that there is, oh my god, so many other great games so far this year. Two of which I haven't even played yet. I own, but I haven't even played them yet. Those being, of course, Zelda and Nier Automata. I need to get to those soon. And, of course, the one I'm playing right now, Persona 5, which is incredible. And I still think Yakuza 0 actually itches out. Horizon for me is still a game that I fucking adored so much. Granted, I loved everything in Horizon. Maybe kind of hurried along a little bit at the end there, simply because I wanted to get it out of the way before I started playing Persona 5. Other than that, loved Horizon. Beautiful game. I stuck up a montage last week of various screenshots I took throughout playing the game. Loved it. That was beautiful. So yeah, awesome game. And Persona 5, fucking, oh my god, it's glorious. It is absolutely glorious. I am loving every minute of it. I am taking my time with it. If I'm tired from work, I try not to play it because I want to be alert while I'm playing that game and just being able to soak it all in. So I'm not as far as I would like, but I'm loving every fucking minute of it. Just absolutely loving it. Alright, with that out of the way, let's quickly dive into the news. So let's get this negative news out of the way right away, because, you know, here folks on the Gaming Report, Glitched Out, we don't really tend to cover negative news all that much. We try to stick with the positives, but this was a negative and I had to throw it out there. Nintendo has ceased production on the NES Classic. If you managed to get one, you're lucky. If you didn't get one, good luck now, because the scalpers are going to just jack that price way, way up there. We really don't have a reason why they've done this yet. It's probably due to the piracy and whatnot. As buddy Mike Chalice said, maybe it's due to the fact that they're going to bring the Virtual Console very soon to the Switch, and they decided to get rid of it there. I doubt it on that point. It's probably the piracy thing, but who knows. Hopefully we get some clarity onto it in the very near future. Anywho, with that out of the way, let's cover some positive Nintendo news, because we got a new Nintendo Direct, where we got release dates for 3DS games, release dates for Switch games, we got release dates for AMIIBOS, and we got a Splatoon 2 release date as well, and some ARMS gameplay, and there's a yellow Joy-Con controller coming because you really want to spend $100 on another pair of Joy-Cons. But anyways, let's dive into this news. First, the stuff for the 3DS, and I'm about to sneeze here, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. Anyway, no, I'm not. Sneeze averted. Anyways, release dates for the 3DS games. Hey, Pikmin! The 3DS Pikmin will release on July 28th, and the new Pikmin Amiibo will release that exact same day. Ever Oasis will release June 23rd. Monster Hunter Stories is getting a Western release in the fall of 2017. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres is coming out fall of 2017, and they describe the game as the definitive edition. Cold Decept Revolt is releasing August 29th. RPG Maker FES releases June 27th. The game will include Disgaea crossover characters and will allow other players to try out your gaming creations whether or not they own the full game. Ooh. Miitopia is coming later this year. Kirby Clash Deluxe is available right now. Kirby's Blowout Blast is coming in the summer of 2017. And Bye Bye Box Boy is available right now. And Fire Emblem Echoes, which is coming out May 19th. And the game will have some free and paid DLC. So there we go. That is stuff from the 3DS. Really cool. I'm definitely looking forward to RPG Maker on June 27th, a few days after my birthday. So that's awesome timing right there. And yeah, the Monster Hunter Oasis as well, right on my birthday. So kind of looking forward to that one too. Hoping for good things on that game. Alright, so the Switch release dates. Oh, excuse me. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe coming April 28th, as we all know. Yeah. Ultra Street Fighter 2 is getting a May 26th release. And it will include 2 new fighters, Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. Minecraft is coming May 11th. That's a big one, of course. More Neo Geo games are on the way, such as Samurai Showdown. Sonic Forces is coming in holiday 2017. Sonic Mania is coming in the summer. Project Makura is coming summer 2017 via the eShop. Fate/Extelia is releasing on July 25th. Disgaea 5 Complete, of course, releasing May 23rd. Puyo Puyo Tetris is coming soon with a demo for the game on the eShop right now. Every time I do that, I tap my desk. Monopoly is releasing in the fall. Now you can really break your Switch. Sign Mora EX is coming summer 2017. That game is really, really cool. I really dig that game. Played a decent little bit on the Vita. Battle Chasers Night War is releasing late summer. Payday 2 is coming at some point this year. Namco Museum is releasing in the summer. And a standalone Switch dock is releasing on May 19th. And Nintendo also revealed that ARMS is launching June 16th. And Splatoon 2 is releasing on the Switch July 21st. So keeping up with, pretty much a game a month. So that's pretty cool, Nintendo. You're keeping up with release dates like that. And now the most important news from this entire Direct. On July 21st, Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta finally get their release. Our amiibos released into the wild, and scalpers can go crazy. And there's 2 versions of every one of these, and I want all 6 of them. I especially want the 2 Bayonetta ones. I really, really want those 2. A Cloud amiibo would be cool, and a Corrin amiibo would be cool, but yeah, I really dig both designs of the Bayonetta ones, so I really want to get those if I can. And on June 23rd, Nintendo will launch 3 more versions of Link, modeled after Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. So, cool. But yeah, July 21st, mark your calendars there and start checking Best Buy, EB, and Amazon now for those pre-orders, folks. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully they won't be very long until Canada gets them. I know they're already available in the US. Probably sold out now by the time you listen to this. Though I did see over on PlayAsia that I believe the male Corrin is still available. So again, I'm recording this episode on Friday, which is why I'm not talking about Battlefront 2, because the release date for that is tomorrow. So there you go. That is freaking cool. Alright, next up here. Sorry for the long pause there, folks. Scorpio is getting its official reveal at E3. This is confirmed this week after we've learned some of the specs last week, or the week before, sorry. And yes, it's a powerful machine. Just IGN notes here, Scorpio's CPU is 30% faster than the one powering the current Xbox One, and boosts a GPU that is 4.6 times more powerful. Thanks to faster hard drive speeds and RAM, the console will be more than capable of displaying games in 4K. The E3 2017 will serve as the full reveal for Project Scorpio rather than a separate event ahead of the expo. So yeah, there you go. We're finally gonna learn all about the Xbox Scorpio at E3 of this year. From really the sounds of things, it looks like it is just another upgraded Xbox One. Kind of what we all thought, some of us feared at the beginning of this generation, that it was going to turn more into PC upgrades than, normal new console releases. And I have the kind of the same opinion as a lot of other people. They gotta get the games behind it. It does not matter how powerful your system is. The Dreamcast learned that very quickly. If you are expensive, and if you have no must-have games for the system, it's hard to get by these days. I mean, we've seen the other side of things as well. We saw Nintendo with the Wii U. Lots of great first-party titles. It still failed because it couldn't bring in the third party. I'm sure Xbox will have the third-party support behind this, but you can't get by with just Halo, Forza, and Gears anymore. I'm sure all those will be great and fantastic. Forza will look like a dream come true on the Scorpio. I have no doubt about that at all. But you can only get so far with car porn, folks. And I think I just got my title name there. We probably won't get to put that in the title. But anyways, yeah, there you go, folks. Xbox One Scorpio. We will find out all about it at E3 of this year. And the final news story of this week, Namco Bandai has released a teaser for a new project it's developing, which will be revealed on April 20th. And the game's tagline is Prepare to Dine, which of course is an obvious nod to Prepare to Die, made famous by From Software's Dark Souls series, which was published by Bandai Namco. And there's like a really gothic looking style to this. Big, creepy, shadowy type monster in the background. I will laugh my bloody ass off if this ends up being some kind of food related game. I'm sorry, but if it's Prepare to Dine and it turns out that this is a literal like food making game, kind of like Overcooked or something like that, it'll be hilarious. It would be absolutely hilarious. And there was really nothing in this IGN article where Chloe Rad wrote it, where they mentioned that, hey, maybe this is just a food related game and they're just making it look kind of like Dark Souls right now. Post-apocalyptic chef game, folks. There you go. That's what this is going to be. Post-apocalyptic gothic chef game. Mark my words. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for our news stories here this week. I do not have a topic of the week this week, but we did have some comments from the last episode. The low-profile gamer who makes puts up some great pickup videos every month says, it's been a pretty solid year so far for gaming. Been playing Horizon Zero Dawn as well. Really enjoying it so far. I'll be picking up Persona 5, probably not at launch. I'll pick it up eventually. Cool. Great hearing from you, man. Aaron B says, I'm sure this will be a topic for next week, but I'm curious what you made of the Atlas situation. Oh, I forgot to put that in the topics. To me, it seems like an extreme measure to take, born out of some profound, intense anxiety. I understand them wanting to preserve the story for those who play the game, but the people themselves will avoid spoilers. Exactly. Atlas doesn't need to do this. Also, they've taken away the ability to take screenshots or video clips at any point during the entire game, which takes some of the fun away. All of that overprotection aside, I am really enjoying the game so far. It's bursting with style and captures the exact same magic that Persona 4 captured. Oh, yes, it does, my brother. So yeah, what do I make of this situation? If not for the fact that the game has been incredible and such a joy to play, I kind of would have been turned off a little bit from it. Not being able to stream or take pictures in Tales of Zestiria actually really turned me off from playing the game, other than the fact that it's not a good Tales game. I'm really disappointed. There's been several times where I've wanted to take screenshots or wanted to record a little bit of video, but I can't, and that's really disappointing. And it's such a shame in this day and age when streaming and everything is such a vital thing. I kind of feel bad for some of the people that can't afford the game and want to experience it, and even if it is like watching somebody else, it's a shame that they can't do that. If they wanted to block just the anime cutscenes, cool, do that. That would be fine. I am perfectly fine with companies that just want to block out the cutscenes and everything in the game. Perfectly fine. And hell, if you wanted to block out like the last chapter of the game, that's cool too. Yakuza 0, perfect example of that. You could stream pretty much everything in the game, take pictures of pretty much everything in the game, except for certain cutscenes and moments, and like the final chapter, you couldn't do any of that on the PlayStation 4. So that's the kind of model I like, because you can take screenshots all the way through that game you want. You can stream, I want to say 90% of that game. They got it. Sega got it. They understood that. Why Atlas can't? It's really disappointing and disheartening. But anyways, like you, I've been loving the game. I think it is awesome and epic, and I can't wait to finish recording this and dive back in and play some more. And Aaron B also posted from OGS. He posed a question to the fellow OGs when he put up the video. Again, thank you, Aaron, for doing that. His question was, do you have a current game of the year from Q1? Remainder said it's probably Zelda, but I've only played Zelda so far. Still need to play Horizon, Nier, and Persona. Uncle Dude said Mass Effect 2. Okay. Maybe it's just Mass Effect. I'm not sure there. Z Goten said Nier easily. Alexander said no, I don't. And I haven't played any game from 2017 yet besides a beta or a demo. Best Lord said haven't played Zelda yet, which seems as good as a candidate, but so far it's Nier Automata. It is hard to imagine anything beating it. Wow. Our good buddy from down under, it's Ozzy Legend. He says I'm not sure I'm convinced to say that yet, having not seen E3, but it's certainly the best Q1 of any I've lived through. Wow, big words there from Ozzy Legend. I think there were more posted on OGS since Aaron put that up, but that would be really, really difficult to go back and dig through that now. But anyways, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Outlaw Gamers, for bringing your comments to the video once more. And finally, from S. Appleseed says, not an exclusively gaming-related question, but as a fellow kind of funny fan, I'm curious on what your take is on Colin leaving. Okay, hot topic here. Colin Moriarty, yes, he left kind of funny, and long story short, disappointed a bit. I mean, I watched a lot of kind of funny just because of Colin being in stuff. If he showed up in a Let's Play, I tend to watch those a bit more. Massive PS I Love You XOXO fan, and it has been disheartening the last 3 weeks now, not having an episode of PS I Love You XOXO. It's just a void that's gone missing there. I miss hearing the drop being read. I miss PlayStation trophies. Maybe I'll have to incorporate some of that in this show or the Glitch Save Gaming podcast just to get that feel back going. Which, by the way, the podcast still have intentions on really kicking that back into gear. But yeah, Persona 5. Yeah, it was disappointing to see Colin leave. Kind of funny, but at the same time, I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to be, well, he should go back. You know, that was he's good at. He's doing fantastically now, and he's doing something right now that a lot of us really don't get to do, and that he's doing something that he really enjoys, really appreciates, and has fun doing. It is fun for him to go and talk about politics, talk about history, and for something like that, I say kudos to him. I think it's great for him, though I hope that we do see him talk about games at some point in the future. Hopefully he shows up on a games cast here and there. Maybe at the PSX, he'll show up to do an episode of PS I Love You XOXO with Greg. And as far as the rest of Kind of Funny goes, I still enjoy their content. I'll watch the morning show every now and then, and I'll listen to the games cast and the odd episode of the Game Over Greggy show. It's definitely not the same anymore, but I still enjoy it. I still respect those guys enough to tune into their content. And if you guys haven't, if you're a Kind of Funny fan and you maybe stopped paying attention to their stuff once this breakup happened, I do recommend that you go listen to the Game Over Greggy show, Colin's last Game Over Greggy show it's called. And listen, because they talk about the breakup and the separation, how things went down, how Colin hadn't been feeling things for a long time, and how he didn't like a lot of the decisions that were being made, but he went along with them because he said he's a terrible businessman anyway. So go watch that. That really helped with the breakup. So yeah, check that out. Overall, disappointed, but I'm happy that he's now happy doing what he enjoys. So there you go. Anyways, guys, that wraps it up for the questions and comments. As far as recommendation of the week goes, my recommendation this week is going to be The Wolf Among Us from Telltale Games. I thought it was a really cool series. One of their better ones. There were a couple of weak episodes in there, but really enjoyed it. It's a great take on fantasy characters and whatnot, based off the fables. Oh, excuse me. Based off the comics as well. So they're really cool. And my pick of the week for games coming out this week, there was a reason I said The Wolf Among Us for my recommendation of the week, because my pick of the week this week is Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy Episode 1, Tangled Up in Blue. That's right, we finally get the Marvel Telltale game releasing this week. So excited. By the time this episode goes up, you should still be able to pre-order from the PlayStation Store. If you're a Plus member, I think the game is $22 for the entire season. That's here in Canada. Cheaper, of course, in the US. Probably an arm in Australia. But yeah, that's my pick of the week. And folks, that's going to do it for this episode. Well, I still managed to talk for about 25 minutes here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully episodes get better in the future, near future, very soon. Hopefully I'm not too distracted with Persona and that. Of course, you can still check out Friday Night Fight, Tuesday Throwdown, Slam-tacular Saturday. We just had an OGW Tag Team Tournament the past 2 days. Tomorrow's Tuesday Throwdown is going to be 6 matches long. We're going to try that format for a few weeks, see if we can get some more stories brewing throughout the entire roster. So hopefully some good things coming up there. And hopefully the podcast will be in full form coming up in the near future. So until then, I've been Lord X. You can find me on Twitter at @the_Lord X. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content from me. And I will catch you guys next time. You've been awesome, and I am glitching out.
Bye.